Hey, people.
That's interesting.
What?
I have more free space. Like earlier I had 170 gigs of free space, now I have 201 gigs of free space.
That don't make no sense.
Oop. Maybe that compression algorithm you've been working on is finally paying off.
It's magic.
Like it wasn't the one you were deleting.
Because I deleted everything before I started recording.
Oh, gold bug. It says either gonna double my money or cut it in half. Take all of it.
Aha!
Takes all my money, I'll be pissed. Welcome to the castle. You're gonna change your job? Why don't you take a break? Did you master that job? Yeah, you did. Actually, yeah, you only have to do 2 jobs. You master 1 job, and then you can become a cleric.
You have a new...
Cleric's nice, because you just randomly heal.
Alright then, just sign.
Max out. Geez, that's gonna be the next one.
The next model and the change right here.
Hey there.
Fighting is no excuse for looking shabby. What are you gonna do?
Oh, that's the
Pompadour? Do the pulat.
Yeah.
Do the
Pulat!
Now hold still. Here I come. One awesome haircut.
Incursion.
Come back anytime.
Sword Ryu. That was like the sickest part of that whole fight was when Ryu was fighting the vampire did that, and I'm glad that was in the manga or it was in the anime because that was actually like the last thing before the anime and the manga split in terms of story. Freaking, he's fighting the vampire dude, and the vampire dude's like, "I'm gonna kill all your friends," and he's just like, "Whoa!" And he just like brings out the little scoop out there. I was like, "Oh, about to get messed up." That's like Zolo putting on the bandana. If he puts on that bandana, someone's going down.
Something like that happened in what's the name? Beelzebub. The guy with the glasses and the white hair pompadour.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, they were. It wasn't like an epic moment thing. It was more of a. He basically became like a pretty boy kind of character.
Oh, I do remember that because he was doing it
for volleyball.
Yeah.
And they made him take his hair down. He came in and was like, "Okay, guys, you ready?" And it was like, "Who is that?" And all the girls was like, and then they realized who it was, and they were still blushing, trying to act the same.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my normal look, guys.
That guy's such a he's that character that thinks he can buy everything.
Ash reminded me of this anime about a bunch of people who like game online, and there's this one character who she basically cash out everything, so she's like always buys all the best items and stuff. So this one person's like, "You're scum because you use your parents' money to buy all the items," and she was like, "Actually, my parents gave me seed money. I opened my own company, made millions off my company, and then paid my parents back." And then she was like, "You're still scum."
You still use your money.
Because she do all the cash off stuff.
Yo, that's bad funny.
They had to like talk her down. It was funny.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
Yeah. There's like some high school kids who they all play the same game, but they don't know they play the game. So it's like, hey, let's meet up in real life. And it turns out like dude and girl who don't get along play the game. Then the one person with all the busted equipment, cash out person, she's like the student body president. Then there's another one who I think the teacher plays, one of the teachers, and they like blackmail the teacher into becoming their club manager because they have like a literal like video game club. All I do is play that game.
Oh wow.
It's like, hey, we need a advisor.
Did you say it sounds like an anime he showed us? It could be.
Nah, because I this one is more recent. Like I watched it recently. I never finished it though.
Yeah, a lot of anime will start to run together.
Yeah, there's so
once you
many.
get up there.
Yeah. But I watched this one probably like after Infinity War. I've only watched like a third of it maybe.
I need to watch that Magical Sensei thing. That shit look
It's like, ha 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 ha, I love guerrilla tactics.
You just like that character because he's you. You really do just like that character because he's you.
Word. Someone got an attack buff.
Ooh.
Dodge and throw up.
Pose on him. Bites dust. Let's see. Should I use them? Oh, I don't have that anymore. I'm gonna sell that because I don't want it.
You don't want it to
Double
take...
my. I don't want it to possibly take all my money. So.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna let me. Get some more stuff out. So I don't care about it. What the hell? What the hell is that? That's stupid. I might have to use a 4-spinner. If I don't get it on the next turn, I'm going to use a 4-spinner
Where's
to force my way into getting into that store.
I'm trying to go there and take that for something.
Yo, I have a question. If you wanted to be a Kamen Rider, which season of Rider powers would you want to be? Like, which Rider systems do you like?
Oh, so not the specific rider, but like the
systems themselves, yeah. Like how all the systems in Kabuto have clock up, like how all the systems in Gaim have multiple slots and you can do crazy stuff or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see. Well, I can cut Hibiki out.
Hibiki's too much training.
Now, see, the thing is, I really like the old generation stuff. But the current generation stuff, I was kind of like, meh, for Hibiki. Because the movie forms were nasty.
Those movie forms were dope.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I can cut Hibiki out. I'd probably cut out Agito and Kuga. Because Kuga was just the one. And then Agito, there was like...
You had to be born with special powers.
Yeah, and then people were like actively hunting you, and even if you didn't know your powers were active, they would still hunt you. So I might get hunted down
because
before.
They knew.
Yeah, so I probably
on some Grimjow shit.
Yeah, so I'd probably get hunted down before I could realize my potential. So I can take all those.
Hello there. So, what do you want to sell?
Actually, what does this do?
So,
Ryuki wouldn't be bad, but Ryuki would be tricky though. I feel. So I can probably take Ryuki out.
So, what do you want to sell?
I don't want this.
So, what do you want to sell? So, what do you want to sell? So, what do you want to sell?
Sell this?
Decade season wouldn't be bad if you let me be DN.
Lie.
Let's see.
Or a suit that could only tap into if you had if you could make your own suit based off of
decades would be fun, I think.
Yeah.
Kabuto would be good just because you can clock up. I mean, that in itself is super helpful.
That's probably.
Thanks, mon chéri. Thanks, mon chéri.
I like X8. They just fought stupid.
What do you want to sell?
Yeah.
Because like,
I mean, they're all doctors. They don't know how to fight.
Well, even like beyond the fighting part, but it's like, hey, this dude is literally like combining coins and using them against you. Maybe you should use power-up coins too.
Thanks, mon chéri.
And it wasn't even like one of those things where it's like, oh, they're trying to run towards one, and then all of a sudden he stops them.
No, they just
no, you just didn't use them.
Yeah.
Then again, he can combine them to make even better coins, though. So that was like a little bit.
But like throughout the show, they could have been like murking a lot of the monsters.
Yeah, they could have been.
So I like that system.
Because even that one chick had the That one chick has no fighting ability whatsoever, yet she was able to win the whole game.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
She was using
you
power
wanna
ups.
sell?
Yeah, that's how she was getting through.
Yeah. The only way you can when you're like carbon copy.
What do you wanna
Rider.
sell?
I always thought that was cool how that season did the best version
What do you
of
wanna sell?
generic rider, mass-produced rider.
Yeah.
Because
What do you like?
I mean, Gaim, I guess you could argue like all riders are mass-produced because they're
Mm-hmm.
mass-producing the belts. But like
Yeah, the belts are mass produced. It's just the specific.
technically, yeah. So I guess Gaim takes it for that too.
Yeah.
But in terms of working like weaker versions of them into the story, they were better. Because like I remember the first time I saw mass-produced riders was Fies.
Yep.
They mass-produced them, and I was literally just like, okay, that entire squad of dudes, that's like 5 dudes we're using like that's run by Kaido.
Yeah.
That entire group was just like 5 dudes using regular ass like crappy rider powers. All 5 of them equaled 1 rider.
Yep.
Because all 5 of them fighting one person, they could keep him at bay and actually.
Yeah, the problem with the Gaim generic riders is like they didn't have any good seeds. Like literally, if you would have went to Elfheim or whatever it's called, and just grabbed some decent seeds, you'd have been okay.
Yeah, because the one guy that died, his rider suit ended up becoming the standard rider.
Yeah. They all were like Acorn or whatever.
No, Pinecone.
Pinecone.
The Acorn was the other guy who got taken in by Nick.
Yeah.
And then they had the dance off, and he broke 3 for a second. And he's like, "What are you doing?" He's just like, Dorian was a beast.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Gaim would be a good system.
Gaim is a good system.
Gaim is a good system. Kabuto is a good system. Decade is a good system. Kiva is kind of tricky.
Kiva is tricky.
Because, like, the Ixa stuff isn't bad, but you have to get, like, the complete Ixa stuff.
Or you could do, would you want to be a Fangir?
A Fangir would open the doors up for Kiva and Dark Kiva.
Which would be dope.
Yeah. Because if you're not a Fangir and you use, because if you're not a Fangir and use one of those, it basically cuts away at your life.
I mean, pretty much all the rider suits except for like Saga and Kiva cut away at your life.
Yeah.
Because Ixa was not good for you to use.
Yeah, but that was the incomplete.
I think the Rising form did the same thing, didn't it?
I think the old Rising form did. I think when they like got all the bugs fixed and stuff.
Wow, he kicked you in it. Are you gonna change your weapon now?
I was debating, but I haven't gone to a weapon shop yet.
Yeah. I like how Spell Sword's looking with the runes and stuff.
I'm trying to think.
Why are you always fighting Rico Jr.?
Domestic abuse.
Where isn't he? That's your brother's name? No? Okay. I guess I'm just racist.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you could win. Oh no, oh wow, now you can. Predict it, because you can actually predict.
No, but if you facts not the thing still.
You fought him before, use prediction. Prediction lets you see the outcomes of all your choices.
Yeah, but either way, I'm good with one.
Yeah, but it leads prediction to tell you.
At least with counter, if you did a strike.
You could have told you the one thing that you maybe could have done to maybe not die.
I would have lost.
Because prediction is nice because it's like you have 3 choices, they have 3 choices. It shows you what each of your choices would do if each of their choices were to happen. So if I defend, he strikes. If I defend and he attacks. If I defend, he uses magic.
Blade would be an interesting system. I mean, you'd have to get the right cards and everything to be,
Which
efficient.
in Blade, ooh, hey, this guy. Sure, why not? It's more than what I have right now, which is less than that. Even if he takes 60%, I don't think. Ooh, I got it right. Musashi. Yeah. Now the question with Blade would be which suit would you want to be in?
You know, Chalice is my favorite.
I mean, like in terms of the cards that are in those suits.
Oh.
Suit as in the cards, not the suit like SUIT. Because like, would you want to be diamond, clubs?
Probably
Spades.
Hearts.
Hearts was good.
I just want to be Hearts so that way if you were in that world too, I can be like King of Hearts. Mess with you. I'm trying to think.
That would mess with me until I use the spades and I become a Joker and I'm just like Joker, and then that would be
Double is a good system.
You would be sitting there like touche.
Double's a good system.
Double. Now, would you want one of the belts that can only do one of the halves or both halves?
I'll probably do one of the halves because I don't know who would be my other half.
Which one would you want if you could only choose one of the 6 that he used?
Probably Joker.
Joker is broken. I'd probably get
I mean, I
fire
could
one.
just get
Fire one is basically Joker with fire coming out, so I'd get
Skull.
That'd be dope.
This Rider King is Rider King is awesome. Let's see. Who else has
Power of
a good
what?
system? Said Blade, said Kiva. Drive. That could be interesting.
Yeah. Drives wasn't really like, it didn't really have anything that really stood out to me.
Yeah.
So it's cool, but it's not like,
It's not like, ooh, I want that.
yeah. And then if we're talking about speed, there's like few other things that can keep up with the Kabuto belt.
Yeah.
There's a couple out there.
Fies would be tricky because you have to be an Orphanock or been experimented on.
And then if you were experimenting on, there's no guarantee you're gonna live very long. Because
Yeah.
didn't Kaiser die at the end?
I think he got killed though. I thought Delta was the one that died from a serious anime disease. I thought Kaiser actually got killed.
Or Delta might have died.
Have you seen the Orga suit? The black and gold suit? It was from the. You didn't see it in the movies?
I've seen it in the transformation video.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that Orga suit is nasty.
It's pretty dope. That one guy used it.
Victory is mine!
Horse Orphanock.
And then Saiga was played by a guy who I think was supposed to be like American or something like that, because he was speaking English.
Yeah. That suit was nice too, though, with the purple and the white in it. That was nice.
Yeah. He kind of, you know what he kind of reminded me of? Saiga's suit kind of reminded me of the bad guy from Wizard. Remember when he was in his gremlin form? When he was we kept saying he looked like Frieza.
Wizard would be a good system too.
Wizard would be a good system. I do like Wizard system.
And it has like a lot of utility too.
Shit, this thing's strong. You done fucked up.
Victory is mine!
Yeah, sorry, for all those people who don't know what Kamen Rider are, they're just like, what are they talking about? Why are you watching fake ass Power Rangers? Oh, that's bad funny. I mean, I'd hope anybody who's listening to this would probably know. I mean, they probably watch our older stuff and see we've talked about Kamen Rider like a million times.
Just gotta play a Kamen Rider game.
Or just search Kamen Rider and you'll find out. Like, literally every Kamen Rider is named Kamen Rider something, so like, eventually you'll get, okay, alright, I'm gonna search it. What's Kamen Rider? And you're just like, okay, yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, you know what? I was just thinking about something from Build, and it made me think of, apparently farmers have now gotten to the point where they are using lasers to defend their crops against birds. So I guess they're just shooting the lasers like at the birds' faces to like deter them, like to like blind them or something like that. I don't know. That shit sounds hilarious. It's a laser guided defense system for crops.
I'll keep the weapon I have because I can put stuff to sleep. And I can just get my attack up or my magic up naturally.
Arrowheads are coated in. That's almost like Van Helsing's with the holy water.
Yeah. Let that make my hero.
Mess her up.
What season are we forgetting? Kamen Rider system.
You said Kudo, you said Atsu, you said Ryuki, you said Fives, you said Blade, you said Ryuki, you said Kabuto, Deno.
We did not say Deno. Deno probably wouldn't be a great system, I don't think.
Yeah, no.
Just because,
you have to
like,
be partnered with an Imagine that's
yeah.
interesting. And most of them are not.
Sieg is cool, though.
Sieg was a beast. Also,
Like,
his hairstyle.
I'm not gonna lie, his braids was very
hairstyle that
crispy.
you get when
Yo,
you
hook me
yo.
up. His braids was crispy.
That
Hook
was
me up.
dope. What was I watching? And I was like, this is... Because, like, something jumped into the person. They were acting different. And I was like, this is... Something you showed me. And I was like, this is basically Deno.
I show you a lot of stuff.
You do show me a lot of stuff.
Great season, but not a great system. For, like,
Yeah.
general... Decade... Double... O's. O's I don't think would be a good system. Because it is, like, limited to the what's the names? The,
Yummy.
yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those weird things where they were like, the power of this suit can only be used against this specific enemy. So it's like, you can't kill anything else with it.
And also, if someone already, like, you know, took out all the yummies and stuff, you wouldn't be able to get any coins to transform into anything.
Then again, and also, I mean, the idea is that in O's, the yummies and all that kind of stuff were created, or like the greed were created.
Yeah,
so
alchemy.
you could always just create more.
That is true, but they use, like...
Uber crazy magic
from,
that like a
ancient
king
times,
had. Yeah. Crazy.
Please.
I mean, if you could do it, it wouldn't be a bad system. You just have to make more.
Or find more, because there's
Yeah.
always like a bunch of other. Because in the movie, didn't he find the snake ones or whatever? Or the
In the movie,
orange
you
ones?
found the orange ones. There's also like there's like 3 or 4 sets of them,
Dude,
like extra.
I
I think
found-
there's more like crab, sea life ones.
There are. I
There's
told
like a
you.
panda,
I think
some
I
other
told
stuff.
you about the one I found. I found this thing on Tumblr that was like, because sometimes when they sell the toys, they sell extra stuff.
Yeah.
And there was like an entire manual that had like 15 extra trees that I'd never seen before. I was like,
So I know there's like panda, kangaroo, and something. There's like crab, something.
there's
something.
crab, lobster, and I think
The orange one is
something.
snake, armadillo, and something else.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of extra ones. And then there's Super Tatoba.
That's your thing from what's his name? That's why I keep saying that. From Blade. Every time he transformed back into a human, he was like, spirit.
That was a good season though.
So that's Maka's dad too.
4s, I don't think would be a good system.
Deno, Kiva, Decade, Double, O's, 4s, Wizard, 9, Drive. We didn't talk about Ghost. Again, that was a thing that could really only be used against those things.
And their things are finite. Like there's 15. Well, there's 15 spirits. It's like 35 of them, but only 15. Like, because King Kamehameha. There's an icon for him. I think it was like a Hawaiian king. There's one for Galileo. There's a bunch of extra ones.
So now, in terms of the suits, I'd probably I haven't seen enough of Build to really say. I think I might. Well, the Bugster, and then also to use some of the suits, to use them, you have to go through some shit. Like with the X8, you had to do the surgery.
Yeah.
Like incorporate Bugsters into yourself. Nobody ever thought it was weird that, like, oh yeah, the main character doesn't have to do the surgery. It's like, that's not weird to you?
That reminds me of Gunsword. That's how they were able to use the mechs and that. And it turns out the main character, he didn't need the suit, he could naturally do it. Or he didn't need the surgery, he could naturally do it. But they gave him the surgery anyways. So when things like got really, really bad, he just like got busted because it was like he's a natural like wielder of the suits and stuff.
And then I thought that was dope where they
also they had a red wedding type thing, so he was
yeah. And he also had to like hijack someone else, because like the different
satellite
things they come from space on the satellites, and the satellites is the only way to like heal them or whatever.
Yep.
or fix them, and his got trashed, so they had to like hack into somebody else's somehow. And I remember them saying like, "Oh, you're gonna die if you do that." And he's like, "I don't care, do it." And then he just didn't die.
His sword belt was awesome. And he did the hat. Oh, that was so cool.
Or the one guy that had the
Gara.
he had pretty much yes. He had the freaking like sword hilt that was like, "No, this is just all bullets." The girl's name was Wendy. Yeah, do it.
So are you gonna?
You're getting kidnapped.
Are you gonna be back Saturday or Sunday?
I'm not coming back Saturday.
Okay, so Sunday.
I'll be way too drunk. Yeah, Sunday.
I'm just trying to figure out if you're gonna be here in the morning or not.
Oh, to bring you to work.
Yeah. So I know if I need to catch the bus or not.
I really don't know because I've left their house as early as 10 or 9 in the morning. I've left as late as 12. So I don't know.
I'll just prepare for the worst.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I leave, so that way you can tell when I need to. Because it takes 2 hours to get up there. So if I leave at 10, you should be good. Pretty much if I leave anytime before 2, you should be good. And then I'll go do whatever, I don't know, hang out at the mall, whatever, go visit Arnaldo.
Please.
Hey, you came back.
So it was you who got taken by the
Did you get
spaceship.
probed, or did they make you stronger?
Is he walking weird?
Oh, you are walking weird. -1 speed. You gotta be walking weird. I don't know, you look fine. Trudging along. I need to keep watching Overlord.
Have you finished season 2?
No, not yet.
Season 3, I think they're like 6 episodes in,
Oh my god.
or 5.
Hey, it's Guts the Blacksmith. Oh, I heard somebody got tapped to make an anime movie, and it's gonna be an anime horror movie, and it's either gonna be Berserk.
Oh yeah, I
or
heard
it's
about
going to
that.
be something else. I can't remember what the other one was. I was more concerned about it being Berserk.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Because if it's Berserk, then yes.
There's a skinny, tall dude with glasses, kind of prickly hair.
That could literally be it.
There's one of those people when I see their face, I can be like, yep, that's the person. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw that too.
And I need to also read that one story about the kids in the nursery. That's like it's like they're in a kindergarten or something like that. It's being taken care of by yeah. And that's supposed to be the twist to the story is that they find out that the kindergarten that they're in is actually just a human farm.
That reminds me, I gotta read Surf of the End.
And I kind of want to check out this one, but I don't know if the guy said it was going to do very well. It's one about there's a guy who figured out that time is cyclical, and that every certain amount of years, the world gets reset. Yeah, that one looked weird.
I've been trying to read a lot of the stuff that I've already like watched and is gone for like a year. Because by that I figure the manga will be out for good amount. I can catch up in it.
I'm just gonna look at Super Eye Patch Wolf's his Shonen Jump video that he does every year. He just looks at like the state of Shonen Jump and what's happened with stories and where they're going and this, that, and third. I'm just gonna start looking at that every year, and that'll be my map to like what shows I'm watching. Because last year I watched it and then I picked up Dr. Stone and I freaking love that story. Because instead of leveling up through Mitch Digger, sure, whatever. It's like the only time the spinner goes to 0. But instead of leveling up like through power, they level up using scientific advancements, which is dope. It also gives you appreciation for like the amount of things that we're able to make from scratch. Like they were able to make a telephone from scratch, like using just like he when he finds these people, it's like some caveman shit. Like they're in the Stone Age, and he's just like, oh well, if you take these chemicals, this, that, and the third, put this together, put them in a glass bottle like this, and he also has to make glass bottles too. Like he has to make every single thing. And he's like, put this together, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 boom, you got a battery. Put this, that, and the third together, boom, put this, that, and the third together, blah, 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 boom. They just made a car. The last one I looked at. They made like a steam engine. Which sucked because it couldn't go uphill, which is Yep. He's trying to take down the empire of the guy. This guy's been freeing the people who are stone, but he's only been freeing people who are like tough. And this guy is so broken. They freed him, but he was so broken because he killed a lion with his bare hands, like a fully grown adult. Like he killed Simba with his bare hands.
How does he know which people to awaken? Since he's only awakening
because what it is they're in a certain part of Japan, right? They were frozen in whatever part of Japan they were in at the time where that thing blanketed the world and froze everyone. They don't know what happened. But basically, they're awakening people.
Terragenesis?
Yes, only instead of it doing something like turning them into Inhumans, it's literally just froze them in what's his name?
Obviously, someone couldn't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out, so...
Oh, shit.
You need healing.
I do need healing.
Your Squilla heal?
There's no way for me to do that, so I'm pretty much just going to have to strike it.
Counter.
I wasn't going to survive a hit anyway. Could have maybe,
That did a lot.
I did a lot. But that was like a purely unguarded attack. Or it was an unguarded hit. So, I dropped a buttload of money. Here you go. Yeah, so he knows which people to undo because, well, for one, the guy that they undid first, the guy who killed the lion appeared. They had the stuff to undo it. They were not sure what to do about the lion because it was trying to kill them. They ran and ran and ran until they found his statue, and they were like, "Oh snap! That's the guy who's like, he's like a high schooler. That's like he's what do they call him? They call him like the gorilla high schooler or something like that because he's like stupid strong. He's a high schooler. He's like only 16, but it's like
he's anime strong.
He killed a freaking lion with his bare hands. So like clearly they made the right decision kind of in that situation. But then he became it was a thing where like they want to try to bring the world back through science, and he's like, I don't want you to do that because there was a lot of like corrupt things in like our present world that caused a lot of problems. And so if you bring the world back through science, there will be somebody in the world who's going to implement the old school stuff, and that's going to lead to a bunch of crap. Because what happened to him was, I believe his sister got beat up because she was taking someone's shells on a beach or something like that. Like a guy owned the beach and she took the shells and he was just like, oh, you're not supposed to take those are mine, this, that, and third, and he like punched her or something like that. So, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.